welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings, and I am back for another solo episode as Maggie is still out sick. I think she's on the upswing, but not feeling great tonight. So I'm just going to do a quick recap on my Florida trip. Probably should have done that last week, but I was still sick myself at that point. Hopefully, if Maggie's sickness goes the same way that mine does, she'll be pretty close to normal in the next day or two, which would be great because we are leaving this weekend for Josh Basse's memorial in Cincinnati, and it would be great if we weren't sick for that. So Florida was as good of a time as it could be with being sick, so that was great. Basically got sick right before I got on the plane to go down there, and even so enjoyed the flying as much as I typically do. I was very strategically taking Sudafed and other things so that the pressure changes would not make me want to die. And thankfully, it wasn't so bad. The one time that happened to me where I had a terrible cold was flying into San Francisco one time, and that pain descending into San Francisco was so bad, and I was doing everything possible to avoid that, and thankfully I did. So that was good. Had a couple of stops on the way, spent some time at Disney World, at Epcot, just a few hours, barely scratching the surface of what that place has to offer. Went down towards Miami on the way out, visited downtown and a park in the area when I had a few free hours in the afternoon before some BAMA meetings. And all of this is cataloged in a blog post, so I will link that. And I did a fair bit of writing with that, so I'm not going to say too much about it on this episode. Just going to get in, get out, let you know what's going on, and hopefully Maggie and I will be back. If we can get an episode recorded this week, we'll have one for next Monday, but it's possible that we will just not be able to pull that off and there just won't be an episode next week, and we'll have to recap later. But we do have a little bit of a bathroom remodel that we want to talk about, share a few photos. That is like 80% done at this point, which is as far as we're going to get for a few months. We'll come back to that later. But we'd love to talk about that. Hopefully we have a chance to do that and we can share that next week. And if not, then when we get back from Cincinnati, hopefully we'll be back to our regularly scheduled, regularly hosted episodes. But until then, how do I normally close? I guess this podcast just closes randomly. I was like, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon.